How many men do you think you've had sex with since you've been married?
Too many to count.
Oh my gosh.
Is he counting? What? What?
Probably, it would be in the thousands.
Whoa.
I've already seen the Instagram post of this video I'm about to show you. So then I went to try to find the source of the video. So that's what we're watching now. So I haven't seen this, but I already know what it's about. I just want to get your reaction because this is crazy. But matter of fact, close your eyes because I don't want you to read what the damn title is.
My eyes are closed.
Oh, don't open your eyes yet. Make sure y'all pull up the shopstevenight.com, man. Anytime you see me rocking some drip, you rocking with, pull up over there, browse through, pound to me like, I got you. All right.
And we've got the guests on the line. Thank you so much for being on today.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. So can you just sort of recap the email that you sent us where you just sort of explained this situation that you're in, that your wife and nobody else knows about?
Well, let's see. I don't even, it's been at least 25 years. And so I don't even know how it got, I know how it got started. It got started once when I was looking through Craigslist and I saw a lot of men for men kind of advertisements. And a lot of them said they were married. And so I had never seen that before. And so it kind of intrigued me. And so I responded to one of those messages, and I had a guy respond back, and we met up that morning, and the rest is history.
Was that the first time that you had experimented with men?
No, not at all.
Yeah, you've been gay.
In high school, when I played football, there was a couple of guys on our team that I experimented with. There were
so he been married for 25 years?
dalliances, as I was when I was in college. In college, it got I kind of got a little bit out of control because we had a restroom where you could, if you went to the restroom, it was on the lower level of one of the buildings, and not a lot of traffic was down there, and so it made it easy to invite somebody into a stall next to you.
Do you identify as gay or bisexual?
I know this is gonna sound crazy. I don't identify as either. I just identify as straight. What I've told myself.
That's not how it works.
Years since I was a teenager, I do enjoy women. I enjoy the way they feel, the way they smell, the way they make love, and all of that.
But why don't you just say bisexual?
It's like, just because you don't self-identify doesn't mean you're not that.
What's the point in denying it if you gay?
It's like he maybe struggles with it morally, or he doesn't want to identify himself as such. But it's 2024. There's nothing wrong with being gay. Just if you gay, be gay.
Yeah. You're in denial. I'm just more concerned about the wife.
What? 25 years?
Sometimes
I don't know. I feel like if my man of 25 years was gay, I would know. So maybe she in denial too.
Facts. I didn't even think about that.
Craving to be around a guy, and not just be around.
What?
Really intense craving to be around a guy, and not just be around a guy, but to feel him, to hold him, to have him on top of me.
Oh, no.
And it's not just...
But you straight, though.
It pretty much is
he said intense, okay? He said he's going to say that he's not gay or bisexual, but he's using very descriptive words about how...
Only a gay guy would say that. You want a gay man on top of you?
Intense? Okay.
That's nasty.
It's
disturbing.
I'm seeking a romantic romance with this person. And so that's what makes finding married men so much easier because they're not looking for a relationship at all. They have a relationship with their wives, just like I have a relationship with my wife.
Fucked up.
And so
all y'all.
That's fucked
two or
up.
three guys
Should get the death sentence.
I
All
can
of
see on a regular basis.
And you got kids and shit.
And we have a strict, no identification policy. If I see him at the mall or if I'm out with my wife in a restaurant and I happen to see him, it's as if I don't even see him. It's as if we don't even know each other. And we've gotten...
I was going to say, how often is regularly? Like, how often do you see them?
Before the pandemic, maybe 2 or 3 times a week.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you gay. You probably fucking them dudes more than you fucking your wife.
Multiple guys.
And
most of the time.
and then you bringing that back home to your wife? Oh, the disrespect and hiding it. You're just gonna walk past the motherfucker in the mall and just pretend like you don't know each other.
So much, and neither did they. We were tested regularly, and that that always played out.
It's rough.
Fine. So I really admit I've been really lucky to have that many years and not have any kinds of issues like that. Of course, if I did, that would be a dead giveaway.
I want him to ask how they feel. How does he feel about his wife? Not like you don't feel like shit, bro. Like I guess it's probably the same thing as like cheating, though. You know what I mean? Like dudes who cheat don't give a fuck, but like you gay, bro. Like,
but why don't you just leave?
Because he
Be
married.
gone.
Because he married.
So
he want his cake and eat it too. But cheaters do. But he cheating with dick. That's terrible, bro. I just feel bad for the wife. I wonder if she found out like what that must make her feel like. Like he's fantasizing over dick and balls and got his wife at the crib. That gotta make her feel like you gonna pick dick and balls over me.
I feel like
you gay.
It wouldn't even be that. Like if it would just be like, don't ever like you deserve to die for lying to me for so long and bringing that back to me. Yeah. And then like just don't ever talk to me ever again. Like I feel like I would. That's what I'm saying. Like I don't even think I would be sad. I would just be like, oh. Like I would be really pissed about the years that I have like given to this person, and like what could potentially have been my repercussions. But I would just like, it's not like. But it wouldn't be like I wouldn't be jealous.
Betrayed, like a
betrayed. But it wouldn't be like how it would feel if like he had a girl.
Because he gay.
Yeah, like I wouldn't be jealous. It'd just be like,
hey, you gay. I can't do shit with you because you gay. That's what I'm supposed to do.
I can't
help you, bro.
Wow. Right. So you identify as straight. You, I guess, always knew that you wanted to marry a woman.
I would be so judgmental on this podcast.
Married your wife, were you still sleeping with men, or was there a period when you first got married that you hadn't been with any men?
There was a period that when we first got married from, I say, for about 5 or 6 years, maybe 7 years, when we were starting a family, that I didn't sleep with men.
Was your intention to just stay married, stay faithful, and never see other men, or did you always think that it might pop up again in your life?
Well, I didn't really think of it that way. I just thought, I enjoy my wife. We're building a family. We're having kids. The feelings.
You can tell it's a cover. He just says, "I enjoy my wife." That's not a word you use to describe your wife.
Do you enjoy me?
Hell yeah, I enjoy you, but you know what I mean. There's a lot more than that. You know what I'm saying? I love being with my family. I love being with my wife. You know what I'm saying? Like that's my shit. He said, "I enjoy you." Like I enjoy a burger or something.
Like a toy.
Yeah, it's like it's levels. But you see how he described his gay encounters? Mm-hmm. I just love him on top of me. And it's all passionate and shit. That's how you supposed to have fuck feelings for your wife, cuz it's ass backwards, bro. So he just down low.
He got married and was like, okay, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna have kids, and then the gay urges just came
down
back.
Low. That's all these down low motherfuckers. That's why we always be seeing these fools. I'll say like he look gay, and you'll say or somebody say he's married, he got kids. That shit don't fucking matter. It don't
Apparently,
because they be down low. It's just a cover up.
But why do that?
Because they don't want to get judged. They trying to be. They're in delusion. They're denial. They're delusional. Because they want to live the fucking right way and all that shit. They're just selfish.
They're just really bad people.
Facts.
That's whack because there's nothing wrong with being gay. Like, it is. You probably get more thrown your way.
But you got to think about, like, how people coming up, upbringing, family and shit, and how they think they're, like, their parents or friends will fucking look at them and shit. They come out as gay.
But what they're doing is much worse.
It's way worse, facts.
Much,
I'm just putting
worse.
myself,
like,
I'm just putting myself
their family
in their shoes.
Will probably be much more upset with what they were able to do to another human being.
You're right.
That they say that they love, build a family with. Like, man,
But you know how you got these super fucking traditional conservative families, and I can see how somebody would want to, like, try to hide the fact that they're gay, put a cover up. You know what I'm saying? That's how these motherfuckers be moving. It ain't right, but that's why they do it.
The attractions that I'm having, I will just deal with them and lay them aside. And so for 7 years I did. But then we moved out of the area where we were to a whole nother town. And that's when I discovered the Craigslist ads. And from that day on... You didn't discover
it, you were looking.
I've always had jobs that gave me the freedom to work at home or to work remotely or to, to work out of town. Years. And so it was very easy to have the house to myself, maybe 3 or 4 days a week. Maybe
He'd have him come to the house where his kids and his wife lay.
I was just thinking, like, wife come in, it smell like shit in here.
I was gonna say dick. You took it there. I'm dead.
That's nasty, bro. The disrespect. That's like...
Yeah, you deserve to die. You played this woman for 25 years. She gave you children. And that's how low you think of her? Yeah, you're the worst kind of human being there is.
Type. And if I was really feeling needy, I mean, I could see 4 or 5 guys. And if I was really feeling needy, I mean, I could see 4 or 5 guys.
In 5 days, you mean?
Right.
In one day.
Oh, in one day. And this is happening in your own home?
It's happening.
Hell no, bro. What the fuck, bro?
I'm speechless.
That's terrible, man. I ain't got no words. 5.
This is
and you bringing them motherfuckers to the crib.
This is going from bad to worse. This is starting to piss me off.
What the fuck?
In our home.
At the crib, though, bro.
He said, yo.
At the crib, man. You bringing 5. Not only you fucking that many dudes, but you bringing that many dudes in your crib. You don't know these motherfuckers.
And all the dudes that these dudes are fucked, like.
Man.
In 5 days, you mean?
No, in one day.
Oh, in one day.
Oh.
And this is happening in your own home?
It's happening in our home.
I wish you would have got robbed.
So you said 25 years of this, and your wife has never come close to finding out what's happening.
She know he got to be gay. She know he gay.
No.
You right. There's no way you can hide that amount of gayness.
Ain't
no fucking
way. You gay as fuck.
She wouldn't know. She wouldn't suspect.
So I can understand part of this is satisfying this urge for you, but does any part of you feel bad that you're having such consistent affairs, essentially?
No, I guess because I enjoy it, and the guys that
makes
I'm
it
with, they really enjoy it, and the mindset is the same.
Bro, just get a divorce and go be gay.
Somehow that we're just getting a drink of water.
Just go live your gay life.
We're at the water fountain for 2 hours.
He considered us fucking them a drink of water. That's what he said. That's what he compared it to.
I don't even know. I'm just
somehow that we're just getting a drink of water.
Hold on.
They really enjoy it, and the mindset is the same. We've kind of convinced each other somehow that we're just getting a drink of water.
Yeah, they're delusional. They've lied to themselves. They convinced themselves they're not doing nothing wrong.
For 2 hours or maybe 3 hours.
2 to 3 hours they fucking.
It's an interesting way to put it.
Yeah, so
nasty.
that's kind of how I see it. I'm really thirsty. I just need a glass of water. And the guy that I meet, of course, there's a lot of maybe there's 3 or 4 emails back and forth before somebody comes over, because I want to make sure that
audacity
in the town where we live, we're both very visible, and so I want to make sure that I'm not inviting somebody over who's like the principal of the school.
Right.
And I would recognize him, and he would recognize me.
No matter, y'all both found out at that point.
Terrible.
Yeah, I thought y'all just act like you don't know each other.
To this day, you're still meeting up with, men you don't really know. I mean, you have these 3 or 4 that you said that you see regularly, but you're still finding new people.
Well, right before the pandemic, the Craigslist, those kinds of ads went away.
He the Craigslist
and
killer.
So there's other things like double list and
you should meet the Craigslist killer.
Just like sometimes word of mouth. So it curtailed my activity for a while, and of course, then COVID slipped in, and so I completely stopped. But since COVID has been, diminished to some degree,
crazy.
I probably see maybe 4 or 5.
He be going crazy.
And most of them are not new.
That booty
most of them
busy.
are guys that I know. I've been with for 10, 15 years. And we keep it, we're kind of silly because every time I open the door, I never know the scenario that we're going to play. They may say, hey, Bob, my lawnmower stopped working.
Ugh,
can I take a look at your lawnmower? Because it's the exact same as mine.
Some old man.
Come on in, Larry. And so we do
That's
this whole
so
scenario.
terrible. This is so
we're
terrible.
We're doing this pretending thing.
This is
and we just kind of act out. We
move the shit.
Move the play around.
Yeah, I can't wait till the Craigslist killer. Knock, knock, knock. I can't wait to hear that story.
Yeah, I will. Yeah, take off your shirt. You know what? We can hang it over down to.
I didn't even want to hear this.
Hey, would you like to go to the basement and have a beer before you go back and mow? You're looking pretty hot. Sure, yeah, I will. Yeah, take off your shirt. You know what? We can hang it over here to dry out. And then there we go.
So there's a lot of role-playing involved in these interactions.
Yeah, especially since the pandemic was lifted, it's a lot of it. A lot more than previously. There was always some, because some guys just like to do that. And I was never like that before. But I found it to be kind of fun.
And the guys he's joined with are just as bad as him, right? Because they're all married too. I have a couple of guys that will write out a whole script that they want.
I wonder if you know anybody, or we know somebody who got some undercover spouses.
I don't think so.
Hey, well, yeah, you would know. You would know. But you never know, because these dudes is weird these days.
I feel like I'm thinking of all my girlfriends and their dudes, and they're like, but I'm sure. I don't need. You can never know for real.
Wow.
And want me to use.
Now, when you have sex with your wife, is there any similar sort of role play, or is that not the case? So is that sort of a whole other sexual experience
There's no way.
You're getting fulfilled with the guys?
It is. It's a whole different. My sexual experiences with my wife they are just as satisfying. They are just as. They're actually more intimate, because there's not a lot of intimacy with the guys. There's a lot of friendship kind of thing going on, but it's not like I'm falling in love with you, or this is bringing us closer, or I feel like this is making us one.
And the way they have his voice distorted is making it sound worse than what it is.
Those are the emotions that I have. But
I don't believe it.
I have found that not only myself, but other guys.
Gay. You think he's making this whole shit up by his
have the same urge and desire to have the contact that we would have with our wives, but just have it with a guy.
It's really interesting, because majority of these men like you are married to women with children and identifying as straight.
All of them have been married. Not one gay identifying person ever. Everybody, the first thing I look for is a wedding ring.
That don't surprise me though, because you can identify whatever you want to identify as today. So like, I could be straight. I'm straight, but you know, I'm not even gonna say that.
It's like the fact that there's so many really horrible human beings out there, and they're all just made things okay.
And they all have a wedding ring, and they all, they like
all when is killing someone just
act like they're married. They talk about things that
am I allowed to say that?
Without giving away a lot of their personal information.
It's like, why waste my time, motherfucker? Like, you didn't know. He said he was gay in high school and shit. So like, why waste my fucking time?
25 years, multiple children. You took my whole life from me, and it was all cap.
But then, and how we have to be very discreet, and maybe if this works out, we can meet up again. We have those kinds of conversations, and you would be surprised that the guys that knock on the door, they are white collar guys who are professors at universities. They are people in the medical field. They are people who work at the Jiffy Lube. There are people who work at a construction site.
Just be gay.
Who, on their lunch, was reading it and then decided to come over.
Like, I take back what I was saying earlier. Like, your family being opposed to your lifestyle.
Right, yeah.
Because it's 2024. Like, it ain't the 90s no more.
No, it's
like,
not.
There's no reason why you should be trying to suppress
this.
your shit.
Ever.
Like, there's no reason to be trying to fucking hide it, dog.
None at all.
Especially at this extent, bro. Like, you've been doing fucking dudes for generations of fucking 5 bodies a day.
But you're gay. You couldn't paint it any other way. That's just what it is.
Yeah, ain't no bi. You just using your relations, your marriage as a fucking costume.
For the world.
There are guys who it goes across the board. You cannot tell. You would not know this guy in his 3-piece suit who is able to get away for 3 hours because he's the manager in his office, or because he's the CEO where he works. So his absence from work is not questioned. He could be having a business lunch. He could be meeting up with somebody for a lot of reasons, and that's how it was with me too.
Wow. So
that's how I always had the time.
So it's just a bunch of straight guys having sex with each other.
It really is. A lot of straight married
guys. Ass backwards as hell.
Doesn't even make sense.
Make no damn sense.
Doesn't make any sense.
He just being nice. He know that shit is cap. A bunch of straight guys having sex with each other.
If you have strong urges, strong, intense feelings.
Gay.
Like, Ezra, I don't have any feelings towards any other woman at all. So if you have that, like, it's
That's okay.
It's right. Why do the whole other? It doesn't make sense. There should be a law.
Why have you never considered identifying as gay or bisexual? Like, why only label yourself as straight?
I don't know. It's just it's never been anything that I felt like I needed to.
What you mean?
To identify as, or I needed to come out for, or
you gotta. I mean, you need to come out.
Or anything like
you
that.
Out.
Plus, I have I guess part of it is I don't think I would be
Delulu
identifying myself as gay because of the kind of life that I want to live.
Selfish.
Selfish.
You can't be gay with the shit I do.
Great jobs in the 6 figures, great house, send my kids to Europe on vacation for 4 weeks every year.
You could do that shit
My
to be
wife
gay,
and I
bro.
would take vacations.
You could do all that. You could live with your boyfriend in a house and still have your 6-figure
in the
job.
environment that I've always circled in,
none of this shit
a
makes
lot
sense,
of that
bro.
will go away.
And the sad part is that there's no
job
repercussions
may
for
not.
him.
Right.
And
Well,
now
at the
that
time
woman is
that I
an old ass
started,
woman. She's gonna
they
have to
weren't
die
even
alone.
As open as they
Yes,
are.
she
Well,
will
hopefully
find
she
out.
doesn't.
I don't even mean publicly identify, but
Do you want her to find out at this point?
Hell yeah, I wouldn't want to spend an extra minute with a motherfucker.
I know now because but like if she really oblivious and thinks she's happily married with this fool and they're fucking 30 years in.
I want to know.
I know you want to know. But
no, hell no, 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 yeah. Give me the red pill. Take me out the matrix.
Even just for yourself.
I don't need to. I'm fine just identifying as who I am.
We need to change.
And also, you said earlier that this started.
There need to be a law against fucking identifying.
How is this not? How can you screw up somebody's life like this and have no repercussions?
Facts. Yeah, you need to be fucking facts.
Right? Like you can do less than, right? You can steal $20 from somebody and you get in trouble.
What's the diff? Okay, all right, but what's the difference in principle? From
like cheating.
Yeah, and having a whole nother relationship.
Yeah, it's just as bad.
Mm-hmm.
It's just as bad.
And it's not you can't go to jail for it. You can get fucked up in court for like his marriage and shit. You can get fucked up with that, but like it's the same shit. So she can go after him in court and go for.
Yeah, because they're actually married. But yeah, if you're just in a relationship with someone and they cheat on you and they've taken 20 years of your life, you're.
It is what it is.
But that's messed up.
It is. But it's more messed
up.
But
that's what.
Fuck. It's more messed up if you gay.
See, that's that. Then be the women that killed the dude, chop their dick off, whatever they. And then they get in trouble. Like, no, you shouldn't get in trouble.
They go back and forth though, because dudes kill women too for dumb shit too.
Yeah, you're right. No, I just in this scenario is the woman that would kill him.
If that ever happened and then went viral on social media, everybody wouldn't give two fucks about her killing him.
But she'd still be in jail.
She would be in jail. She would be in jail because the law.
But that sucks for her.
Yeah, it's a crime of passion though. She would
she wouldn't get
the sentence wouldn't be
first
as harsh.
Degree.
Yeah, crime of passion. She can plead insanity. I went fucking nuts. So the psych ward for a couple months and then she get out.
Yeah, I might start acting cray for real.
But you can literally say I was insane at that point. I didn't see nothing. I had to see this motherfucker die.
Because you were reading like these Craigslist postings. But that kind of went away. So are you putting up postings now and like kind of inviting people, inviting these men over in some way? And what do you do to attract these men with these like postings?
Well, the typical, yes, I have. As a matter of fact, last week I posted 2 times and I had never met up with these guys before. They were both married. One had teenagers, the other had adult children. They're very
that's my dad.
Very successful in their jobs. And I'll put, to get their attention, I'll put something like married man seeking male contact with another married guy. This is what I like. This is what I like to do. Tell me what you like to do. Tell me what you don't like to do. Tell me where you live within, a certain radius to where I'm living. And then if they contact me back, and they usually do, and they usually share that information, most of the times there's no pictures that are traded. Every now and then there'll be a guy
that's how horny gay dudes
very needy.
No matter what
maybe
you
he's
look
gone
like.
a long
How
time
old you are.
without any contact. And so
I
to
know
make sure
my
that he
face
gets
just
to
looks the way this
come
whole
over,
video.
you might send a picture.
So
like, look at me, I'm a
what do you
normal
look
guy.
like?
I'm not a crazy guy. And I've never had any incident
dangerous.
that has happened at my house. That
I'm so mad that the Craigslist killer ain't pulled up on him.
That's the good market for a Craigslist killer. Don't even ask you for nothing.
No picture, nothing.
No pictures, no nothing. Matter of fact, don't say nothing. I don't want to see you. Bruh, you motherfucker go crazy.
Feel it's unsafe. And I live in this
that's how she can set
this
him up.
delusional world where
She can
my neighborhood, my community
See,
is really
I'm gonna get you with your own game.
There's no place is safe. And I'm not pretending that where I live is super safe, because tragedy happens everywhere. But it's a neighborhood of high earners, pretty straight-laced guys.
He thinks so highly of himself.
And so
what a bad person.
When you get somebody like that, those are the kind of guys that would answer the ad.
Right. And how do you hide this from your neighbors even? I mean, are they walking straight up to the front door? Like, are people not noticing?
They're they're walking up to the street. They're walking up to the front door. Well, it's not like there's a parade of men.
Right.
Like maybe somebody.
You said it's
5 a day.
The fuck? You getting that much work on the house?
I'm trying to think what we've had 5 people come to the house in one day.
I guess people wouldn't even think twice about it though. Like if it's men, unless you probably think wife is cheating. You know what I mean?
No, but she gone. Her car done pulled out in the morning.
That's crazy.
If I was
know.
a
Everybody,
neighbor,
she know he gay.
if
And
I
the
was
whole
a-
neighborhood know he gay.
see, the Ring camera, I would know. I would know. Like who? I got. Why is my doorbell ringing 5 times today? I would know. She has to know. She has to. There's just the amount of people showing up to the house.
And it has to be evidence, Slade. They don't. Dudes are stupid. They probably fucking shit up, leaving shit all out, incriminating themselves, fucking doo-doo stains on the sheets.
Okay, I'm done with you and your doo-doo stains.
30, and then they'll leave. Maybe that guy has a suit and a tie, a really nice suit and a tie.
That would
He
stick
might
out.
even have on a Rolex watch. And
So?
then
You selling
maybe
dope?
around 11 or 12 is when the guys who work on construction sites usually will answer the ad, and they'll come and they'll wear their tool belts. So if my neighbor were to see them, and most of our neighbors
It's like how much
I
work
was
you
a
getting
neighbor.
on the house.
because
I
like I
don't
said,
see.
it's a
I don't hear no
high-earning
construction. Ain't
so
shit getting
husbands and
built.
wives are gone from their, from
All
their
these
from their
Karens
homes.
around
So
nowadays,
they
bro.
wouldn't ever see me. I did have a neighbor next door, but she was elderly, and so she wouldn't have it wouldn't have been noticeable for her.
Right.
I bet
So the
everybody
guy
know.
with the tool belt, he could be coming doing something at my house. No one would know.
Yeah,
And
not
then,
5 of them a
somewhere
day.
after lunch,
You.
the guy who is, a manager or a department head or some
Do you see
kind
how
of,
he's talking about it? Like-
accountant, where
Like
he
he's
can
some high level
have a little
dude, and
fluidity
he fucking
within his
some
schedule.
high level people. Like they're
He might tap
like
into me and say,
you guys
"Hey,
are
you
all
free today?
trash."
Yes or no? Actually, no, I'm not even in
Scum
the
of the
state
earth.
today. I'm traveling, and so
He
then
thinks very highly
I'll
of
get back to
himself.
him when I get back home, and maybe that will be 2 weeks out. So I will say it's not as active as it used to be, only because people's lives change, people's schedules change, people's
I
desires
want to
change.
believe in karma, but he got away with this shit for too long.
If your wife were to find out, how do you think she would react?
Oh, she would be so angry. She wouldn't be angry about the acts. She'd be angry about the lie and the deceit.
Exactly. You.
That's what would, because that would make her look stupid, or her head buried in the sand, and she's none of those things. She's a very smart, bright, high-earning, intelligent person. But like I said before,
You need to
I
hear
give
this
her no
out, girl. You
reason
need to
to-
let him go.
to ever think about it or wonder about it. She comes home and I've been home, everything is fine. She comes home and I've been home, everything is fine. I might be even cooking dinner or have a load of laundry in, and may have, fucked 3 guys.
Ugh,
How do you
casually, nonchalant.
So where does this usually happen? I mean, you mentioned the basement, so it's like you have to clearly clean up after this sort of thing and make sure there's no anything left behind. Like,
Yeah. And
He has down to a
sometimes
science.
you even have to take. Sometimes you'll have to take a shower.
Sometimes.
yeah,
And I
he said sometimes I may even need a shower.
Your heart hurt, babe.
Oh. I might go into labor early.
Oh, bruh. Sometimes.
I have a large basement that's like, I don't know, 1,700 square feet. And there's a full bath, a bedroom, bed, sheets, towels, a living room area, all of that. And with just my wife and I being at home now, we really never have any reason. She doesn't even have any reason to go down there unless somebody is going to come
too
from out of
nosy.
town and spend the night with us. But in the meantime, I've cleaned up. I've had lots of years to make sure that
I got it down to the
nothing
science.
left behind. One time, one of my regular buddies, he brought over this thing where it straps in the corner of the mattresses, and you put Velcro cuffs around his wrist and around his feet. And so he wanted to have that kind of an experience. I mean, I didn't beat him or anything, but we just spent lots of physical contact.
Why would you call
with him in that position? And then when he was done and he left, I forgot to take that off of the bed. And so my wife would have went down there and she would have thought, what is this thing that's hooked to our bed downstairs? But luckily I got to it before she was able to go down there.
She knows.
Put it in my pocket and then I threw it in the garbage.
There's no way you
is this something that you think you'll keep up sort of forever?
You're taking this to your grave.
Because it sounds like the way that you described it is your wife would be pretty devastated. So does that ever make you feel like, you know what, I'm not going to do this anymore, or is it something that at this point is just part of who you are as a person and how you're going to live your life
until he burns?
I know that I can go without doing it for a significant amount of time. Like during the pandemic, we both were working from home, and one of our adult kids came and lived at home too. And still, all three of us were quarantined. I'm not going to have the guy with the tool belt knocking on the front door and saying, "Let's go down to the basement and look at my water heater." So no, I know I can't go without it. And there are times where I will plan something, and it could be in solid, but I'll feel like, you know what? I shouldn't do this today. So I listen to my gut a lot. And if I do, I just need to text one word to whoever it is who's coming. It's not gonna work.
But the wife definitely knows, man. Because either she knows he's gay or she know he cheating. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you that active in these streets, fucking that many people,
not in the streets, in your home.
Yeah, but having that many interactions with people, period. And they've been together this fucking long. She goddamn knows.
That's what there would be no way.
Yeah,
it would be no way. Like with video cameras and just it would just and how you are to me, like you can't possibly be the same.
Yeah.
Like, think about it. Like, if you are not having a good day, I could be like, what's wrong?
Mm-hmm.
If something's on your mind, I could notice that you are being different.
You smashed 5 dudes today.
I'm done. I have reached capacity with this video.
We're all out of the ordinary. Is part of this deceit and just the secret of this, is that a turn on for you? Because it seems like you're able to transition pretty easily back into the husband/father role.
It really isn't a turn on. It's actually, it's risky behavior and it's a little bit scary in a way, but not.
Yeah, that's always more exciting, right? If you're doing something you're not supposed to be doing.
I never want to get caught, sort of way. Yeah, I don't see myself doing this maybe 2 or 3 years from now. I could see where I would, where things would, where people are kind of aging out, because in the beginning, we were in our, mid-30s.
He old as
and
fuck.
Younger, some of them.
He old as
Some
balls.
of them were college
he's in his mid-50s.
And so, kind of age out, and people get different jobs and they move. So I would say maybe 2 or 3.
But he said
he's only gonna do it for 2 or 3 more years.
But didn't he say the first 6 years he wasn't doing it or some shit like that?
Of the marriage, yeah.
Yeah, so he said
But I mean, they didn't say if he's been married for 25 years and the first 6 he wasn't, and then they didn't break it down.
And maybe not. I don't know. It just depends. It depends on how well I can control.
If your wife were to find out and ultimately you guys get separated, what do you think your life looks like then?
Much more dick.
Your kids will never ever talk to you. I hope.
Because she would definitely tell our kids.
Right.
And
they would totally freak out.
Yeah, I hope they disown you.
2 of my children have very high profile jobs where you would recognize them in print. And so to have have their father, in something that scandalous would just be.
And you still doing it.
Capping, because why you coming calling about this shit
if I'm hearing this, I know exactly. Oh, this many years and
yeah. What's the point of calling?
And then you just going crazy. I wouldn't know so fast.
Right. But I don't foresee that happening. Of course, I don't foresee it.
Of course you don't, because you haven't been caught in 25 years.
I just don't think it'll happen.
Yeah, it just seems like there's so much like riding on this, like every single time that you kind of have done it. I'm just curious, like, why you choose to keep going back to it if there's like
other people's
gigantic
lives.
ramifications if this ever, God forbid, gets out.
Say that again.
I'm just wondering, like, because you're saying like your children, your life would be very lonely if this had got out. Your wife would probably separate from you. Your children, who knows how they react, and their jobs and everything, and then the life you want to live. I'm curious, like, what is the reason why you keep going back to this if there's potentially a huge negative downside to this?
That's how
like
giving up smoking or overeating or anything that we do that becomes,
Don't compare that.
I'm going to use
you doing that to yourself, not you doing that to
really,
someone else.
Yeah.
That doesn't really define it. I would say when your desires are so strong that for that touch, for that smell of a guy,
weak,
when he's
selfish,
stopping by.
If there's the God, I hope you get this motherfucker and everyone else that does shit like that.
And if he's going to do that, I definitely tell him, I'm not going to wear deodorant. I don't want you to wear any deodorant either. Just come as you are. Sweaty and all. Don't shower there. So that's how intense that desire would be, because it's about being with just another really masculine guy. And none of these guys would identify as gay. None of them have any what would typically be called gay characteristics or the way they walk and talk and live.
Well, clearly he's in fucking denial, man. But there's masculine gays all over the
What does
place.
he think? That they're all like ultra feminine?
Yeah. He's lying.
They don't have any gay characteristics. They just go take dick every day.
The only gay characteristic that matters is if you suck dick or take dick in the ass. That's gay. That's it. That's it. You like masculine gays.
Nothing means nothing. Like there's just
nothing. You got feminine heterosexuals, bro. What you talking about?
Characteristics are the way they walk and talk and live. Definitely wouldn't put them in a community of gay men. They are, for all intents and purposes,
he's homophobic.
We are just guys who identify as straight, who like sexual contact with men.
That's the definition of gay.
Say that again, cuz.
We are just guys who identify as straight, who like sexual contact with men.
Hey, 2024, bro.
Sometimes there's not.
The new generation.
It just depends on the guy.
And you think you can go to like Middle America and hide from this?
Oh, man.
And you can't. It's everywhere.
That's crazy.
You can't.
That's crazy, bruh. That's wild. That's wild. We all just some straight dudes that like to fuck each other. Ain't nothing wrong with it.
For me out.
How many men do you think you've had sex with since you've been married?
Too many to count.
Oh my gosh.
Is he counting? What? What?
Probably, it would be in the thousands.
Whoa. Really?
Yeah.
Thousands of men since you've been married?
It's 25 years. So yeah.
God. Yeah.
Fucking, even if it's 25 years, bitch, thousands.
She has to know.
She has to.
She has to know.
She has to. Woo. This shit keep getting worse.
Shit gave me goosebumps.
And worse,
I know.
and worse and worse.
Whoa. Really?
Yeah.
Thousands of men since you've been married?
It's 25 years.
So
yeah.
So yeah.
Wow. That's a lot of...
What you mean?
That's a lot of
single
dick.
people that ain't got thousands.
Most of them are more than once.
So these are thousands
more than
of
once.
people.
Let's say in the 25 years that I've lived here in this area, I would say maybe 1,500.
That is
Easy.
a lot of people. I did not expect that.
Dick.
Men, women, whatever. That's a lot of sex.
And you've managed to like keep this from your wife and also not run into any sort of like STD trouble or anything like that.
No,
That's cap.
That's cap.
That's so cap.
And I realize I've been lucky that way, but all the guys are, that's one of the things that we say in the ad.
That's cap.
Are you clean?
That's cap.
Have you had unprotected sex with some other guy?
They gonna lie.
He out there spreading all kinds of.
Look at them.
If you're going to want to do a variety of things, or if I'm going to want to do a variety of things,
that's dangerous. That should be illegal.
Right.
That should be illegal.
But I think it is. If you know you have something and you're spreading it, I think
that is.
you
But
can
he's
get in
saying
trouble.
he ain't got none. He said he never had none. But there's no fucking way.
That's cap.
There's no fucking way.
Especially the amount of diseases that go around in the gay community, like.
Yeah, there's no fucking way.
A variety of things, or if I'm going to want to do a variety of things where bodily fluids are going to be exchanged, we need to be upfront about that. And so, what
Sounds
comes
like they're
back is, dude, I'm married. No, I wouldn't. And that kind of has been the safeguard, because all these guys, like I said, have been married. There's only 2 that I think were not married.
Makes sense. It's like the number one way to get caught.
Well, I guess you gotta go
you're
more
like
safe if you're
20 years into a
Because
marriage,
they
and
have
then all of a
something to
sudden
lose
you
also.
have an STD or something like that.
Right.
That's the
where did
worst
that come from?
kind, though.
Right,
like,
How can you have that?
Has there...
the worst kind of
Thousands
betrayal.
married motherfuckers in 25 years. That's crazy. I was just thinking, just in general, fucking that many bodies in 25 years is crazy. But 25,000 of married motherfuckers in 25 years.
That's a whole lot of shitty human beings walking this earth.
Facts.
And we're worried about dumb shit when there's this kind of evil.
Have you ever had an affair with a woman?
Good question.
Almost.
Because you gay.
It was in the workplace, though, and she was pursuing me
fuck about no damn
very,
bitches.
very heavily.
This bitch was pursuing him at work, and he was like, nah.
But I really wouldn't have an affair with a woman, because everything I need from a woman, my wife does have.
Right.
There's nothing about her that's undesirable, and there's nothing about
Yeah, but you gay. You don't
my
desire it.
physical, sexual life with her or intellectual life with her that is undesirable.
He gotta be
But
popping pills.
set that aside. When I really get needy, I need a guy.
When I
Do
really
you
get needy, I need a guy.
Do you consider it to be
when
cheating,
I
or do you
get
sort
horny, I
of
need a guy.
classify it as something else because it's not a woman?
I don't know what I classify it as. I know we like to put things in boxes, but I can't with this. Can't really put it in a box.
No, you can. You're
because
a
I don't
horrible
even know
human
why
being.
that desire is so.
I couldn't do a show
intense.
like this, man.
And it's
You
not
talking hella shit.
like I'm an odd duck.
Like, you ain't shit.
There's a
bitch.
lot
They just-
of
Get the
married
fuck off
guys
my phone.
that seek
Next
out
caller.
pleasure from guys. I've had guys.
Oh, be burning him.
who are 60 and 70 years old.
What?
Of married guys that seek out pleasure from guys. I've had guys meet up with me who are 60 and 70 years old.
You fucking somebody grandpa.
70.
That's
70.
somebody grandpa.
Wow.
Great
And
grandpa.
they are
Sometimes.
just fine. We have a very satisfying time.
Bust
Well,
nuts.
I mean,
They bust nuts.
that is quite a life you're living over there. I mean, I did not
To
expect
say
that
it lightly.
number. It sounds like it has to be pretty frequent. And even now, like, I mean, today is Friday.
Can you
So,
get your-
Yeah.
Has there
So
been a
this
few
week-
guys this week?
2 guys this week and I had 3 guys last week.
Oh!
And the 2 guys last week were the same 2 guys this week, and 1 guy that I hadn't seen in a while.
God.
I'm tired.
Well,
This is exhausting.
we really thank you for being so honest with us.
Don't thank this motherfucker for
nothing. So
nothing.
interesting is to get a perspective like
That's enough.
That's enough.
That's enough.
I'm ready for the Super Bowl. I need a drink.
That's enough. Look, sir. Look, sir. That's enough.
Sir. Go to hell. That's all I got to say.